You know, it was Donna Summer's most successful period when she was releasing singles on the GTO and Casablanca record labels at the very same time. I Love You was a new entry at number 16 and ended up peaking at number 10, incidentally. It's not the only song of hers to feature in this particular chart, as Love's Unkind will be coming up a little bit later on. It's the UK Top 20 Rewind, and just a reminder that Shaun Tilley will be along in the next hour with hits from November 1981. But right now, it's me, Tony Blackburn, with the songs that were making it big in December 1977. In a moment, we'll hear from Julie Covington, who is climbing to number 15 with a gorgeous song called Only Women Bleed. And that's next.
Classic hits on the UK Top 20 Rewind.
Julie Covington's second big hit during the year, Only Women Bleed. Written, incidentally, by Alice Cooper. And it was the follow-up to her chart topper, Don't Cry For Me, Argentina. The song was on the way up to number 15 and eventually settled 3 places higher at number 12. It's the UK Top 20 Rewind. My name's Tony Blackburn. Great to be here, playing all these wonderful memories from December 1977. Crystal Gale was rising to number 13 with Don't It Make My Brown Eyes Blue, one of my all-time favorites. And we can take a listen to that beautiful record after we hear from Jim, John, Frank, Kathy, Helen, Ann, Bob, and Alan. Yep, the Dooleys sliding down the survey with Love of My Life.
14. The UK Top 20 Rewind.
Shaun Tilley's going to be here in a short while with our vintage countdown from November 1981. But in the meantime, it's December 1977 with me, Tony Blackburn. And what a sensational sound. Where have I heard that before? That was from Hot Chocolate, who were climbing to number 10 with Put Your Love In Me. But that was as high as they got. Darts were down to number 8 with Daddy Cool, which we're going to play for you right after we've taken a listen to American rockers Jonathan Richman and the Modern Lovers, who had managed to reach number 5 with Egyptian reggae. But here, we find it heading down the chart.
9. Tony Blackburn with Magic's UK Top 20 Rewind.
Isn't that beautiful? Ruby Winter with I Will. Her first of 2 UK Top 20 hits between 77 and 1978. And it was still at number 4 on this hour's randomly chosen countdown. So, if you're ready, here come the terrific top 3 singles from December 1977. We start with another gorgeous ballad, this time from the Bee Gees, who are moving up the survey with How Deep Is Your Love.
3.
Your eyes in the morning sun.
Taken from the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack, of course, it's the Bee Gees with How Deep Is Your Love, which was reaching its chart peak at number 3 back in December 1977. And sadly, there was not to be a chart topper on this occasion for Queen, who was still in the same position at number 2 with We Are the Champions.
I paid my dues. Tony Blackburn.
Still at number 2 on this hour's Vintage Countdown, it's Freddie Mercury, Brian May, John Deacon and Roger Taylor from Queen with We Are the Champions. Now, they may not have reached the top with that particular single, but they did when they got together with David Bowie for Under Pressure, which Shaun Tilley is going to be playing in the next hour when he counts down the chart from November 1981.
Tony Blackburn was here earlier on with memories of December 1977, and right now it's Shaun Tilley rewinding November 1981. Kool and the Gang stepping out, a new entry at number 17. A real UK Top 20 one-hit wonder from Laurie Anderson is coming up very soon. It was down at number 15, Oh Superman, and that's going to be up to the Human League, who were also heading in the wrong direction at number 16 with a track from their album Dare. It's Open Your Heart.
Classic hits on the UK Top 20 Rewind.
Right here, exclusively on Magic.
2 classic countdowns from the past on Magic's UK Top 20 Rewind.
Shaun Tilley, 1981.
16.
The home of the retro chartiers every Sunday 4 till 7 and the UK Top 20 Rewind. This is Magic, one of the real surprise hits of 1981. It came from nowhere and almost made it to the top of the chart. Got as high as number 2, but here we find it in November 1981, down at number 15. Laurie Anderson with a track from her Big Science album. It's Oh Superman. Toya had been as high as number 4 with Thunder in the Mountains, but on this chart it was down to
14.
Where the mountains meet the sea.
Toya's third consecutive top 10 single during this year. However, on the chart we're taking a look at from November 1981, Thunder in the Mountains was down at number 14. It was also a great year for a couple of guys who got together at Leeds Polytechnic, namely David Ball and Mark Almond from Soft Cell. They had the year's best-selling single with Tainted Love, and this was the follow-up. Yet another track from their very good LP, Non-Stop Erotic Cabaret. It's Bedsitter.
UK Top 20 Rewind. New entry 13.
Sunday morning going slow, I'm talking to the radio.
Oh yes, Olivia Newton-John, Physical, rising to number 12 in November 1981. The Tweets, on the other hand, well, they were slipping down to number 11 with the Birdie song. Don't panic though, don't panic. We're not going to be playing it, we've got more sense than that.
UK Top 20 Rewind. Top 10.
And Rod Stewart was celebrating because he had a UK Top 20 climber, which he was pretty happy about, weren't you, Rod? Yeah! Here's Tonight I'm Yours, Don't Hurt Me.
10.
Heck Up 100, Favourite Shirts climbing to number 9, and that's brilliant. The Jam, Absolute Beginners, down to number 8 in November 1981. OMD were also descending down to number 7 with Joan of Arc, while this was up a massive 11 places.
UK Top 20 Rewind. High Climber.
It was also a
future number 1.
Julio Iglesias with Begin the Begin.
6.
When they begin.
Altered Images, Happy Birthday, No Move at number 2 on this hour's featured countdown, and it's the usual story. We've run right out of time once again. So from me, Shaun Tilley, and Tony Blackburn, thanks very much for listening to this edition of the UK Top 20 Rewind, and please join us next week when I'll be joined by that radio nutcase, and it's good to welcome him back as well, Adrian Just, joining me on the program next week. In the meantime, we're going to leave you with the biggest and best-selling record from November 1981. Lifted off their album Ghost in the Machine, it's The Police with Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic. See you soon. Bye for now.
1.